Good morning, and thank you for watching Live Impact News here on 13 News Now Plus. My name is Eugene Daniel, and it is New Year's Eve, the last day of 2025. I almost cannot believe it. This year has gone by so fast in so many ways, and so many things have taken place in this year. I know a lot of people are probably ready for 2026. And as our country gets ready to celebrate as we head into this new year, there are celebrations taking place across the world right now. I want to give you a look at the moment into two celebrations taking place right now. You're looking at a New Year's Eve tradition there at the top right happening in Tokyo, Japan, as they are ringing the bell there. From what I can see, they will do so at least more than 100 times. People are taking turns going there and ringing the bell as they are celebrating the new year at this moment. And down to the left, you are looking at celebrations taking place in Seoul, South Korea right now. They're getting ready for that. I'm going to go ahead and key in on what's going on in Tokyo, Japan, just so that you can get a look for yourself, just as we prepare again for midnight here. They are obviously several hours ahead of us, but you can get a sense of what it's like across the country, across the world, excuse me. Here, it is in the city's historic center. As you know, the event dates back all the way to the 1300s, as far back as some of the reporting that I'm seeing each year. They say that city officials and celebrities and many people, residents there, they're ringing the bell 33 times before tens of thousands of spectators there. So we're seeing a portion of that taking place now there in Seoul, South Korea. It's just cool to be able to see what takes place across the world. All of us having our own ways of celebrating and honoring the traditions of going into this new year. So many goals and plans and hopes, and you see them all kind of coming together at one time. Again, as you're watching now live across the world here in Seoul, South Korea, as New Year's Eve traditions taking place with the ringing of their bell right now that is taking place. Okay, I just thought it would be neat to be able to start off this stream and looking at how people celebrate across the world. And so there will be these live hits coming in every hour, as you can imagine, right? The different portions of the world for each hour they're hitting their midnight, so to speak. And so when they happen, I'll try to get into them just so that we can kind of get into the spirit here as we're getting closer and closer to our own turn of the year. And so with that, a lot of people are going to be outside we imagine, we hope, at least for some of the events we'll talk about here in just a bit. And if you are, you're going to want to know what the forecast is going to look like. And a good person to kind of talk about that with us today, meteorologist Hunter Forrest, who is with us in studio. And Hunter, I look, we were just trying to talk about offline our own plans that we may have, which, we have to work in the morning, so we can't go too crazy. I don't know about you, but I know I can't.
No, I'll be in bed.
I can't go too crazy.
For sure.
You'll be in bed. Yeah, the turn of the year will definitely see us with our eyes closed. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot of people who are going to be out there today. And if they are going to be, how should they dress in terms of layers? And is there anything they need to kind of just prepare for before they go out on the town?
Well, it's going to be a cool night, obviously, heading, for the end of December into January. But it's not going to be too bad. It certainly could be much worse. We'll be into the mid to upper 30s at around midnight, a little bit breezy as well. So you're going to need a hat, some gloves, a heavier jacket. So a couple of layers, especially, if you're outdoors for an extended period of time. If you're going to last night on the town, of course, you're going to want to dress accordingly because it could be a bit chilly, a little bit breezy as well. That'll make it feel a little bit cooler. But to be in the upper 30s for the end of December on New Year's, we'll take it. Much better than last year. It was warmer, but it was also pouring rain at some points and also thundering and lightning where they had to stop some of the show. But luckily this year will be much better. Partly cloudy skies, around 37 degrees as we head into midnight. And we'll stay in the upper 30s to low 40s throughout the entire night heading into New Year's Day. But it is a beautiful end to the year here, to the end of 2025 in our Thompson Creek Window Company Skyview. Blue skies out there this morning, mid to low 30s, feeling like the mid to upper 20s for a lot of us. 35 in Norfolk, 36 in Hampton, 34 in Elizabeth City, but feeling again more like 29 here in Norfolk. And Virginia Beach feels like 30 in Hampton, 29 in Suffolk, 28 in Elizabeth City, and feels like 28 degrees in Manteo. Satellite radar is looking good. We did see a few snow flurries earlier this morning, even saw a little bit of a dusting in areas around the eastern shore. But for today, we're just going to be seeing plenty of sunshine. And highs will be, of course, below average into the mid-40s. Breezy as well, gusts up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour. So again, if you're doing anything outdoorsy today, we'll be in the upper 30s by noontime, eventually getting into the lower 40s by later on into around 2 o'clock this afternoon. This evening, we stay in the mid to upper 30s, around 37 degrees. We'll start to see a few clouds pushing in, heading into midnight. But sunset, at 4:58. So we are pushing, getting closer and closer to that 5 o'clock sunset. So even though we're getting into the coldest time of the year, our days finally getting a bit longer. So something to look forward to. Tomorrow, 2026, starting off the year below average, mid-40s, mostly sunny. Breezy once again, so even though actual air temperatures will be in the mid-40s, it'll be feeling more like the mid to upper 30s throughout the entire day. So 46 degrees tomorrow. Let's compare it to New Year's Day extremes. The warmest was back in 2022 when we got up to 76 degrees. That must have been feeling pretty good. Coldest was 1918. We got to 20 degrees. Rainiest 1987, where we saw a little over 2 inches of rain. And the snowiest was back in 1900, where we saw just over an inch of snow. But throughout most of the day today, we'll be seeing plenty of sunshine. Again, if you're going out to dinner, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, mostly clear skies, but a few clouds pushing in around midnight. Temperatures getting into the low 40s by tomorrow morning, and that'll stick with us through the afternoon. Temperatures in the mid-30s by Thursday evening, dropping into the low 30s by Thursday night. Friday morning, a nice start to the day, comfortable in the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. And it'll be a mostly sunny end to the work week with highs on Friday right around 50 degrees. And as we get into the weekend, the first weekend of 2026, staying on trend, below average, 46 degrees on Saturday, mostly sunny. a chance we could see a few isolated showers as well. Then we'll see some more sunshine on Sunday. It'll be chilly in the mid-40s for most of us. But as we take a look, though, past that, heading into next week, looking like we'll finally see some above-average temperatures returning. So mid to upper 50s to start off the middle and end of next week, even into next weekend as well. So finally seeing, a bit of a shift in temperatures by the middle and end of next week. But again, for today, we'll be below average, mid to low 40s, mostly sunny, 43 in Virginia Beach, 44 in Chesapeake and Suffolk today, 44 in Williamsburg and Hampton, 38 in Melfa, 42 in Cape Charles, 45 in Ahoskie and Elizabeth City, and 43 degrees in Manio. And again, for tonight, partly cloudy skies, mid to upper 30s, so fairly comfortable. 34 in Chesapeake, 38 in Norfolk, 37 in Gloucester, 38 degrees in Cape Charles. It'll be 34 in Ahoskie, 36 in Elizabeth City, 34 in Moyock, and 38 in Manio. Here's a look at our 5-day forecast. Plenty of sunshine the next couple of days, 50 degrees by Friday. And as we head into the upcoming weekend, we're back into the mid-40s with maybe a few showers on Saturday. But by the middle and end of next week, Eugene, that's when we finally start to see those 50s returning into the forecast.
Which, I love that we're going to have some 50s returning into the forecast. But, it is December. So it is at this point, I guess January. This is the end of December. Literally the end of December is today. So it's like the only time of the year where I'm okay with being cold.
Yeah.
It's the only time.
That's true.
I will welcome the 50s coming back. But there's something about the totality of the season with the holidays and New Year where I just kind of like it to be cold. I don't know. It just all fits into it, the semblance of it all.
I get that for sure, especially for the holidays. Nice crispy weather.
I love that crispy weather, man.
I for the holidays. But once it's past New Year's, it's like, so now it's just cold and dark and short days.
Let's get on with it. Let's move beyond January, which is why we're in the position we're in, man. We're like, let's get to the summer. And then we're like, well, man, the year's over already? Well, it's because we pushed it ahead so far. So, which is really cool. And the other thing, too, we talk about people going outdoors. And the reason why I kind of teased it earlier and saying hopefully people will is because our own Marta Berglund, or I call her Marta B, she's going to be emceeing the last night on the town in Virginia Beach and Town Center. That kicks off at 6 o'clock, I do believe, tonight. And some great music that's going to be there, special guests as well.
The band Perry.
Band Perry.
They have that really popular song, If I Die Young.
Please sing it for me.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses. Yeah.
So now
they didn't invite me.
Well, they should have.
They should have.
Because now we need you listed on the flyer as special guest.
After I just did this, maybe next year you'll see me up on the stage.
Hunter, you have a great name for a star. Hunter Forrest.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on. Like, there's so many slogans and catchphrases that you can make with that.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I got you. I'll be your manager.
We'll think of something.
Of course. So hopefully people can go out and support Marta and the entirety of that event and have a great time while you're doing it. Again, that kicks off at 6 o'clock Town Center tonight for last night. It's a good time. On the time. Yeah, it's a really, really good time. And Hunter, I have to ask you as well, do you have like a favorite New Year's Eve memory, like a year that you feel like you can share over the air, but a year where it was just really memorable for you to kind of go into the new year?
That is a great question. I remember when I was down in Tampa for New Year's.
Okay.
One year.
Do you remember what year?
2019.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe 2020, right before COVID hit. I remember, normally, of course, it's Florida, so everyone thinks it's going to be warm. I just remember it was beautiful right on the water, but ended up being freezing. So like walking home, me and my friends were like just shivering, trying to like give each other, like the guys all had like, of course, their jackets, but the girls were just in like dresses, so they all had like the jackets on. I'm just saying, it was like it was just a cold New Year's, especially for Florida. So everyone was like in shock. You could see everyone like walking the streets, just like shivering because no one was prepared.
Yeah.
I was yet to be a meteorologist then. But.
Okay. You weren't able to prepare the others.
I was not, apparently. But it was like a fun time. It was beautiful on the water, but cold.
But cold?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that is certainly a memorable experience.
It doesn't seem like as cool, but it was fun.
Yeah.
At the time.
I assume there's a lot of other things that took place in that also made it fun.
Champagne.
Yes, of course. It was some things that need to be said because we understood. Yeah, I won't say mine is similar, but I think, man, there have been so many that have been pretty cool. I would say, though, there was one year, and I don't remember it either. I think I was in college, or maybe it was the year I was going to college, or I can't remember. But there was a huge party at the Atlanta Braves stadium, and so I can't remember who threw it. I grew up, in Georgia, and just being at the facility, walking around, it was so much fun.
I bet.
I mean, music. I think I wasn't quite an adult yet, so I think I was in the last years of my teens or something like that. And it was just really cool to experience that. And other than that, I mean, so many years I've with my church where we've had what they call watch nights, and I've chaperoned, events for kids and that kind of stuff over New Year's Eve. But I think some of the best ones too are the kind of laid back ones you have with family and friends.
Yeah, of course.
You
like what we're going to have this year?
Yeah, exactly. Very much so. But sometimes
it's going to be very laid back.
Where you can just sit back and you can, really think about the year. And I know some people, they will put out their, vision boards for the year. They'll have vision board parties, or, they'll write out their goals or their journal, for the year. I've done that a few different times. Sometimes those can be the most impactful, where you're just in it, just in the moment with yourself, and getting to do, getting to just think about what the year was.
Absolutely.
What the new year can be, and that's what it's all about. Now, I'm going to show you this, and I want to put you on the spot here, Hunter, but we're going to look at a picture here of New York City, and we know a lot of people are going to be heading out to New York City for the holiday. For those who are already there, because I imagine they've already traveled if they're coming from this region here in Hampton Roads, Virginia, or if they're on their way for the ball drop later on tonight. I know when I came from New Jersey just over this past weekend visiting my family, we had a lot of ice. We had a lot of some snow that was happening there. It was just cold. What can they expect possibly tonight if they're going to be of the millions of people heading to downtown New York City for the celebrations?
So what I would say for New York, it's not going to be as bad as what it could be. Low 30s overnight tonight, so that's fantastic for New York. They could see a few snow showers as well. But overall, I mean, 33 degrees as the ball's dropping in New York City. I mean, it could be -5 up there for New Year's. So 33, they'll certainly take that. That'll be pretty comfortable for this time of year. But again, a few snow showers possible overnight. And by tomorrow, we stay in the low 30s, or New York stays in the low 30s, and it'll be windy as well. So it's going to be a blustery start to 2026 up there, and they stay in the low 30s throughout the rest of the week. So a chilly start to 2026, but like I was saying, of course, could be worse. So tomorrow night is going to be 23. So it'll be about 10 degrees cooler.
Oh, wow.
So 33 overnight tonight for the ball drop. Pretty good.
Yeah, I've never actually done the ball drop in New York. I was telling Sarah, our producer, a few days ago that when I stayed in New York City for like 6 or 7 months at one stint, I came like the middle of January, and it's now thinking back to it, I wish I would have gone just gone during New Year's Eve. It was for an internship, so I literally had nothing. I could have gone at the end of December, whatever. I spent an entire semester out there, and it was one of my regrets actually, in not going there just earlier. I should have done that.
Would you actually go and watch the ball drop?
Yeah, at that time, yes, I would have. Now,
No.
absolutely not. No,
I would never.
It's too
crowded.
Too crowded. I need to be able to maneuver. I need to be able to move around. I need to get to where I'm going.
Right.
What if you have to use the restroom?
That's
like,
that's one of the big issues.
Have you done it?
No, I would never.
Okay. No, I can't.
I would watch from like a hotel room.
Yes.
In Times Square.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a pretty penny, but
yeah, I could do that, but I mean, oh God, yeah, it would be a lot of. Oh my gosh, yeah, the amount of money you would pay for that.
Split it with like 10 friends, maybe.
Yeah, and for one room, for sure, it would be a lot of money. But you know what? People do it, and they're going out there, and we want them to be safe. And in a bit, I'm actually going to play a press conference from the now outgoing mayor, Eric Adams. He's the mayor only for another 12 plus hours or so, because new mayor Mamdani is going to be sworn in literally minutes after midnight.
Oh, really?
In New York City today,
okay.
Or tomorrow. Minutes after midnight, he'll be sworn in underground in a private ceremony there.
Wow.
In Manhattan, and then they'll have a public swearing in ceremony in front of however many people. I think they're having like a huge block party or something in the public from the last thing that I saw yesterday. But that is going to happen. I'll play that for you. But right now, I want to take us to. I said I was going to try to do this as they come up. We saw Tokyo, Japan. We saw Seoul, South Korea. Now we got a really big celebration that is taking place in Beijing, China, and it looks really cool. It is a performance at the Great Wall. I'm going to try to get this queued up here. Yeah, Hunter can already get a little bit of a glimpse for it in the moment. As you guys can see, what I see is I'm looking at my big wall, trying to get things situated here, but I will pull it up here for everybody. But a huge, huge celebration that looks to be taking place here again in Beijing. And it's just cool, Hunter. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but there's something about being able to see all of the celebrations taking place that's really, really kind of special,
Yeah.
I mean, to be able to see what's going on out there as I queue up what it looks like there in Beijing. But it's cool just to be able to see it, to know that the entire world is having some form of experience, and then at different times,
Yeah, it's one of those holidays where everyone is having a ball. Not just us here, but everyone throughout the world. Fireworks, everything. Parties, champagne, friends, family, some traditions that people do, eating grapes under a table. I don't know if that's just here across the world, but that's one of them, which I've never done. Maybe I'll try that this year. Oh, wait, I'll be asleep. Maybe there's a tradition, Eugene, that we can try where you don't have to be up at midnight.
I would like that tradition. I would like it. Well, there are some places that do something like that. Well, they will do the ball drop, their version of a ball drop. They'll do two. They'll do one at like 6, for families, and we've had some of those here too.
That's true.
And then they will do the ball drop at midnight, because I guess the reality is it's midnight somewhere.
It's midnight somewhere,
which is what we're kind of seeing now. Obviously, it's not quite midnight, I think, here in Beijing, but you can see this is one huge celebration as they are going into their new year. Let's see, what time is it?
I'm just looking.
You're looking up.
It's 11:30.
It's 11:30. So they are 30 minutes out from midnight there in Beijing, China, and you can see that they are coming out to do it big. This is happening at their New Year's Eve drum performances at the Great Wall, which
That's insane.
That's
cool.
Pretty cool, right? Right. So we're expecting not just bell ringing, but drum rolling as well there in Beijing, as you can see with their big celebration. Let's see if we can listen into it as well. I feel like we should have some audio that is associated, as it looks like they're setting up. Maybe I think this is them setting up for the drums at the moment. Okay, I don't think they're ready quite yet. Once they start, I'll pull the audio for it. But Hunter, with that, another question that's kind of come into my mind as we kind of watch what's taking place here in China. Do you have a country or a place that you would like to potentially visit and see their tradition or how they ring in the new year, or a place that you would go and be like, you know what, I could ring in the new year, and it's not necessarily in the United States?
I think I'd want to go to, I think Auckland is the first major city to ring in the new year. Auckland, New Zealand.
Okay.
So I think they're already a couple hours in to 2026.
Got it.
So I think it'd be cool to be like the first group to ring in the new year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the last, which I wonder, maybe like Hawaii would be one of the last. But I think that would be kind of fun, because during daybreak we were watching Sydney with the fireworks, Sydney, Australia with the fireworks over the bridge. And that was already during daybreak, but Auckland's even before then by a couple of hours. So I think that would be pretty cool. Let's see what time it is already there. They're already 4.5 hours in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's 4:30 in the morning. So, yeah.
It's interesting. I asked you that question, and now I've been scrambling to figure out where I would like to go. That was such a great answer, because it came with thought of, how celebrations are in that particular area. But I'm thinking, for me, for the new year, see, I've been to so many different countries, and I kind of want to go to a place where I have not been. But, I would like to see how things are maybe in like a West African country for the new year. I think that would be cool, or like a Ghana or something of that nature. I would love to see how they ring in the new year. I think
that'd be cool.
That would be pretty neat. So I have no idea in terms of customs at this point. I'm just kind of thinking of places that I haven't been that I think would be really interesting to experience and be around. But judging from what I'm seeing here too in China and some of the more Asian countries, I think that would be cool. I think also like Australia.
Yeah.
Australia I think would be pretty neat as well, to kind of experience what it's like there. It's just everyone has their different customs. Okay, let's see if we can hear some sound here from China. Beijing, again, you're looking at celebrations for their major New Year's Eve drum performance at the Great Wall here. Let's see what it sounds like.
谢谢梁若英的祝福。那接下来呢，我们大家一起来唱响这首大家非常熟悉的《后来》，祝福我们每一个人的2026圆圆满满。有请我们的三位组合。后来， 手，我们就随时保持住啊。待会儿我们现场会有倒数，大家就立刻进入到我们的状态啊。后面呢，对大家就要看屏幕了。
我的新愿望是2020年可以带女朋友一起回家过年。好，这希望一定能够实现。
看，他们回家
All
过
right,
年
so you're seeing there
了。
from the celebrations
想想你们的
taking
愿
place
望。
in China at the moment. I said that we would try to go to different ones throughout the course of this live stream, as we're going to be getting different countries and different areas as they are marking their new year into 2026. So we can see, again, man, we are not by ourselves. And I know we know that, but sometimes I think there are special opportunities for us to be able to remind ourselves that there are people across the world who are experiencing some of the same things we are in terms of trying to mark this new year. And Hunter, I know that you have to get on out of here as I bring you back into the fold, but anything that you are looking forward to in 2026, like a certain goal, plan that you feel like you could share, that you're like, man, 2026, you know, some things are personal, you know, some things are pretty personal.
Maybe have my hair look a little better sometimes.
Oh, stop it.
But every year I have the same New Year's resolution because I never stick to it. Maybe this year will be the same. Or it won't be the same. Maybe I'll actually do it. Maybe for the last 6 years, it's been to stretch more.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to be able to touch my toes without bending my knees.
Okay.
I'm so far away.
So touching your toes without bending your knees. I realized I had your mic silent for a little bit, so I'm rehashing what you said. But your goal is to be more flexible.
A little more flexible. Okay. Be able to touch my toes and not have my back hurt because my hamstrings are so tight.
Okay. That's actually a very specific goal. It's really good though. It's really good though. I should probably add that because I feel like I gave up with that a long time ago.
It's a good one.
Being flexible.
It's a good one. I also wanted to mention, so we were talking about the first places to ring in the new year. The last, it looks like Baker Island and Howland Island. So
Baker Island and Howland Island?
Yeah, out in the Pacific. They're uninhabited U.S. territories in the Pacific Ocean. They welcome the new year at 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, wow.
So on January 1st, obviously. So, yeah, they are the last place to ring in 2026. I love that for them.
While we're talking about that, Hunter, I have to show you this. Remember, I'm just trying to pull up places as they happen. But look at this celebration that is taking place in Taipei, Taiwan right now. They are getting it in at the moment. They are they are in it. They have a celebration of celebrations taking place there. Again, this is in Taipei, Taiwan. Their New Year's Eve celebration. I mean, full-fledged production that we are seeing right here. Let's see if we can listen to some audio. I can't imagine. Let's see what they're.
어디 谢谢卡拉，
哇，超嗨的！哇，全场的我们主持人根本不需要多讲一句话，现场直接沸腾到最高点了。
是的，没错，大家都等太久了。他们上一次合体的时候是12年前，
哇
对
，12年前，
所以让我们非常的期待。那很多人都是为了等卡拉来到这边，所以先请他们跟大家打声招呼，好不好？
好，我们是不是请大家呢来给我们卡拉一个热情的欢呼声好吗？刚才
celebrations taking place in Taiwan there's a huge party. But you know, the party is also going on in Hong Kong, China also. I'll try to pull this up as it has popped up on my screen here. Let's see if I can bring up the view here for what's going on. But what you're going to see now here is in Hong Kong, I do believe, and let's see. There we go.
And I don't know much, was I thinking aloud? Fell out of touch, but I'm back on my feet, eager to be what you wanted. So lift your eyes if you feel you can. Reach for a star and I'll show you a plan. I figured it out, what I needed was someone to show me. thinking of you till it hurts. I know you have to, but what else can we do? Jump into that torn apart. I wish I could carry your smile in my heart. For times in my life seems so low, it would make me believe what tomorrow could bring when today doesn't really know, doesn't really know.
I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love, what am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong.
I want you to come by and carry me home, away from these long, lonely nights. Wishing to you, are you feeling it too? That the feeling seems oh so right.
What would you say if I called on you now and said that I can't hold up? There's no easy way, it gets harder each day. Please love me or I'll be gone, I'll be gone. I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love, what am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong.
Oh, what are you thinking of?
What are you thinking of?
What are you thinking of?
What are you thinking of? I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love, what am I without you? I can't be too late, I know I was so wrong. I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love, what am I without you? I can't be too late, I know I was so wrong. I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love, what am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so
Thank you so much to Air Supply. Graham and Russell, what a dream come true for us to see you live in Hong Kong. Thank you so much. 仲有幾分鐘咧，就即將踏入新一年啦。咁喺踏入2026嘅一刻咧，8座地標大廈外牆將會上演3分鐘嘅光影匯演嘅。到時咧，我哋會陪住大家一齊迎接新一年嘅。
倒數啟動儀式即將開始，有請香港警察樂隊進場。
Okay, right now you're looking at a see that they are celebrating in Beijing right now. This is a live image of celebrations at the Great Wall there as they are about to get into, I do believe, the drum participation ceremony for them there at this particular event. So let's see if that is going to start. I'll cue the audio here just a bit. If not, if we're waiting for it, we got a few other places right now that are getting it in. So let's see.
共有46吨多。这第二节呢，通体铭文有23万多字。这第三节呢，就是钟声悦耳，宛如天籁之声啊。那么一会儿呢，我们借由钟声祝福伟大祖国五谷丰登，繁荣昌盛。
是啊。 钟声悠扬，永永其祥。那么，在新年钟声即将敲响的时候，我们也想利用这个时间啊，采访一下我们身边的敲钟代表。首先，我想问一问我身边的刘恩彤同学，你好，恩彤。我知道恩彤是今天我们敲钟代表当中最年轻的一位，但是别看他今天只有14岁，但是呢，他今年已经完成了超过100个小时的故宫志愿的讲解工作，非常了不起。新年马上就要到了，有什么样的新年祝福想送给大家呢？
希望我们能茁壮成长，各位叔叔阿姨越来越年轻，越来越漂亮。
好嘞，谢谢你，一定会心想事成的。
哎，我身边的朱蓉蓉女士是革命烈士朱峰的孙女，请问您今年有什么愿望？
和这么多人一起在这里等待钟声，迎接新年，我的心情很温暖，也很激动。衷心的祝福我们的祖国风调雨顺，国泰民安。同时，我也想告诉先辈们，你们的荣耀不再沉默，这盛世如你们所愿。
好的，谢谢您，谢谢。
新年的脚步距离我们越来越近了，下面我们就有请各位敲钟代表陆续步入到永乐大钟所在的钟楼内，让我们共同迎接新年的钟声。
朋友们出发！其实啊，自古每到辞旧迎新的时候呢，都会敲响108响的钟声。
Okay, you can see there they're in their celebrations. I was trying to wait until they actually got into the drumming in the moment, so I'm still waiting on that. We still are watching celebrations meanwhile that are taking place both in Hong Kong and Taiwan. I'll go over a little bit here for Taiwan here for just a few moments while we wait for them to get back started there. But just to give you a sense of how big celebrations are across the world, I think this will give you a really good sense of that in the moment.
我们就把不愉快的事情留在过去，迎接新年。接下来就会有一个全新的开始。
是的，
也提醒一下大家哈，现在如果各位高举手机哈，用我们的这个官方 APP、官方的账号的话呢，其实就可以看到灯光已经不一样了。所以我们左右两边会有不一样的灯光，请大家高举手机，连上我们的官方账号 APP 那里面的官方账号看一下下。
看到。
这
现在已经少于1分钟了，少于1分钟。有。
来，记得趁这个机会挥舞你们的双手，跟你们身旁最重要的家人、伙伴、朋友一起留下美好的纪念。
对，旁边有喜欢的人、爱的人、家人，待会要倒数的时候抱在一起哟。
接下来要继续倒数喽，是的，剩下最后的34秒钟了。
来，我们看向101，上面有数字哦。
好，大家都看到数字的话，等一下我们倒数从15秒左右就可以开始准备倒数喽。
准备好哦！
哇塞，也很期待，等一下要跟我们一起迎接新的一年喽。
准备了，2026我们要来了！
倒数15秒
，14、13、12、11、10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。Happy New Year！
新年快乐！
这个开场段落的主题是大航海时代，音乐是由詹维权的《勇者启程》来带出，轻快的节奏起航，描绘勇者扬帆，影响未知旅程的壮丽画面。旋律充满探索与前行的力量，搭配烟火明亮多彩的开场效果，加上在天空绽放的微笑与爱心造型烟火，象征以微笑迎接新年，用爱照亮未来，为2066年揭开最灿烂的序幕。
是的，请大家把握这个时间， 拿出你的手机相机，或是用你的双眼见证这一刻，我们迈向2026年了。现场的朋友们，我们不畏风雨，在2026年的第1分钟，迎接灿烂的烟火。现在进入到的烟火主题是民主时代，音乐是赖慕恩未完的呐喊，用强烈的节奏跟摇滚能量贯穿全曲，可以直接感受到那个呐喊心中热情的时代。
者，他们当中有文化传承志愿者，有非遗传承人，也有多年深耕一线的文旅从业者。此刻，他们正在用终生把对文旅事业的热爱融进辞旧迎新的祝福中。朋友们，我们看到此刻永乐大钟已经鸣响了48响。
The Yula bell peals on, and right now we've also received warm New Year's greetings and wishes from mayors of cities in different countries. Let's see what they have to say.
In the United States, and you can see it is a party taking place. It's also a party going on in Hong Kong as they are too celebrating into the new year. Let's take it there live right now where we are seeing those celebrations take place and listen in to the sounds of how they're ringing in this new year.
Finale from Air Supply, Jae-Fong and Cloud. Thank you so much for being here. We see all these fans gathered here tonight. Very excited for your performance and all the best to your upcoming show as well. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank the organizer, the Hong Kong Tourism Board. Thank you to our performers, our guests, and our audience from around the world as well for spending this memorable evening with us. Happy New Year to all of you.
喺度再次多謝香港旅遊發展局為我哋舉辦呢一個咁精彩嘅跨年倒數，多謝我哋台上每一位嘅表演嘉賓，多謝我哋現場嘅嘉賓同埋喺屋企收睇緊嘅你哋。我哋嘅主題係新希望新開始，希望2026年大家充滿希望同埋一個非常好嘅開始。
And the Hong Kong New Year countdown has come to an end. Thank you very much. Wishing you all great health and a happy New Year. Good night.
今晚匯演圓滿結束，多謝大家，拜拜，拜拜。
And there you have it. Things have wrapped up there to celebrate this new year in Hong Kong. As we have been taking a live look at celebrations across the world right now as they are already into 2026. Ahead of us here in the United States, but celebrations happening all over right now. I do believe we can go back to looking at some of the things that are happening in Beijing. I think that they have some more people who have come out here if you're looking at it at the moment. Really is cool to see. We do have our own celebrations that are happening here, obviously within the U.S. A lot of people heading up to New York City for the ball drop that will take place there. One of two ball drops that will take place this year as we
主辦單位香港發展局衷心感謝大家今日嘅莅臨進行咧，就係參加我哋呢次嘅跨年倒數活動嘅。為咗方便大家嘅離開，大會已經安排咗接送嘅巴士咧，就係往返金鐘嘅港鐵站。一陣間咧，我哋喺台前嘅工作人員咧，會為大家安排同埋指示嘅。再次感謝大家，希望大家新年快樂。
Dear guests, to facilitate everyone's departure, shuttle buses have been arranged.
Town Center, so you don't want to miss that if you have the opportunity to get out there. The band Perry is going to be the musical guest. They're going to be putting it in. It's going to be such a great time. We had meteorologist Hunter Force, who was in a minute ago, said, hey, if you're going to be outdoors, definitely want to put on that coat, put on that jacket, make sure you're warm, but it should be a pretty good time for you out there right now. Speaking of a good time, let's go ahead and see what we can listen into here just for a few more moments, and then we're going to get into some of the preps that are taking place here within the U.S. as we are now just over 12 hours away from midnight and us getting into 2026. But these are live images from Beijing right now at the Great Wall, where they are celebrating the new year. They've already rung in the new year there, and so this is how they're bringing it in.
此时此刻，也让我们为最亲爱的祖国送上最诚挚的祝福，共同祝愿我们的祖国国泰民安，风调雨顺，青春来，只为中国。 Colts. And that signifies all the good fortune will fall on you in the new year. And our New Year bell-ringing celebration is come to a close. So now let's return to the Dazhong Temple to witness this moment together.
亲爱的观众朋友们，这首600年历史的永乐大钟即将敲响第108声。
是的，此刻让我们再来认识一下正在敲响永乐大钟的敲钟代表，他们是来自中国人民大学法学院的张婷婷，来自北京市陈经纶中学丽景劲松分校的刘恩彤，来自北京航空航天大学分析测试中心的汪晓宁，以及来自北京大学国际关系学院的俄罗斯籍博士生罗维维。
还有最后3声，我们一起聆听这穿越时空的祝福。
是的，长城脚下，雄关之上，同样热烈的氛围正在这里绽放。
Bells and drums peal together. A spectacular new journey begins. The 2026 Beijing New Year Countdown Ceremony is hereby concluded.
征鼓锵锵，江海上上。人人君子，允怀不忘；雄关朗朗，我心张张。民族复兴，势不可挡。
There, we were just sitting there and watching some of the live celebrations happening there in Beijing at the Great Wall. It's just really cool to be able to see how people are celebrating across the world right now. We have others that are coming up again on each hour. There's a new place, right, that is hitting into 2026, and at noon we are expecting to get a live hit in Bangkok, Thailand as well, and we're hoping to get a hold of some of our people here in Hampton Roads, as we have reporters who are now going out and about getting ready for celebrations taking place right here in Hampton Roads, Virginia. But we know one place where there is sure to be a lot of people traveling to. We're talking about New York City, right? We'll have the ball drop that'll take place tonight, this evening, and we're expecting many people there to participate and ring in 2026. But one of the things that we surely are thinking about whenever we have so many people in one place is safety, right? And so we were able to hear from the now outgoing mayor, Eric Adams, who is now just a few hours, just over 12 hours away from no longer being in leadership there as the mayor of New York City. Zohran Mamdani will be sworn in a little after midnight tonight, but they were able to give some feedback on what they have planned to make sure people are safe there for New Year's Eve celebration. I'll play a little bit about that, and then we'll come back in and look at some of the things that are happening across the country and right here in Hampton Roads. But if you are headed that way, or you're already out that way and you're wondering about any of the safety measures that they're taking in place in New York City, here is a good insight into what you can expect later today and through the night.
In New York, and those who wish they could.
Morning. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Fabian Levy, and I serve as Deputy Mayor for Communications for the City of New York. Welcome to the crossroads of the world. 4 years ago, tomorrow night, Mayor Adams was sworn in as the 110th mayor of our city right here in Times Square. On his first day of the administration, Mayor Adams pledged to all New Yorkers that we would work every day to make this a safer city for them and their families. That's why for the last 4 years, public safety has been our North Star. And that pledge will continue up until the mayor's final day in office, up until 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, his final minute in office. Tomorrow, as New Yorkers and visitors gather in this very square to ring in the new year, they will be able to celebrate with peace of mind, knowing that our administration is working around the clock to keep them safe. To say more, I'd like to introduce the man who has kept his promise to deliver a safer city for us all, the 110th mayor of the city of New York, Eric Adams.
Thanks. Thanks so much, DM Levy, and really want to thank those who are behind the scene doing the job, particularly Chief of Department, Chief of Patrol, and Chief of Transit. As I walked out, I told all three of them, job well done. When you look at the record number of decreasing crime in our subway system, what we've done above ground, and really the brain behind the coordination and operation of what our Chief of Operation and now Chief of Department, what he has done is just really remarkable, and we cannot thank them enough because they saved lives. And they had a real general. Commissioner Tisch led the troops into battle and led from the front. And so really a job well done for the people in the city of New York and the millions of tourists who come here every day to make sure that this city is a place that they can enjoy as they visit our city. So it's a combination of two. And every year, you look here at Times Square, this is where it happens, as DM Levy stated. It's the crossroads of the entire globe. People come here to bring in the new year, and it is our job to make sure they're able to do that in a level of safety. And we cannot wait to welcome the crowds right here. Hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million people would be right where you're standing now. And we are looking forward to the ball drop as we stand on the eve of the ball drop. People will start lining up early in the day, and they're here throughout the entire day to hold their spot. And we want everyone to have a great time and spend lots of money. For those of you who are tourists here, spend money in the city of New York. You're a tourist? Spend money. And so while people are here to enjoy, it's a group effort that involve interagency communications and coordination, but I want to assure everyone maintaining a safety posture here during this celebration is something that we're focused on. I want to thank Deputy Commissioner Weiner, who's keeping her ears open and all the intelligence we need with our federal, state, and city agencies to make sure that we are proactive, not only reactive. And as we ramp up for the festivities, the NYPD, the FDNY, New York City Emergency Management, DOT, the Department of Sanitation, and Times Square Alliance will be prepared. Tom, thanks so much, man. Great partnership with you. There will be officers in and out of uniform, keeping their eyes open. We're going to do our part. We need you to do your part. If you see something, say something, and most importantly, do something. Notify one of the officers that are there. This includes officers from the Patrol Service Bureau, the Transit Bureau, the Intelligence Counterterrorism Bureau, and the Special Operation Division. We will have plainclothes K-9 teams, officers on horsebacks, on our trains, subway stations, and in helicopters and on boats. Pedestrians and vehicle closures will be in effect leading up to and during the event. Security is everyone's responsibility. Again, see something, say something, do something. And while we do not have any specific or credible threats regarding the New Year's Eve festivities in Times Square, at this time we are continually operating in a heightened threat, and please be conscious of your surroundings. While we acknowledge that the city will respect and protect people's right to protest, we will have a zero tolerance for interfering with the celebration tomorrow in Times Square or other disorderly behavior across the city. And for those coming to Times Square to watch the ball drop, we urge you to use mass transit. Chief Galata made it safe, so let's make sure we use it. And there are certain items you cannot bring into the safety zone. Large backpacks, coolers, and alcohol beverages are strictly prohibited. Find out what the restrictions are before you can come in without a problem. To the lucky ones who are going to be in the immediate vicinity, we say dress warmly so you can enjoy the moment. And I want to again thank the entire team, including Times Square Alliance and everyone else who comes to make New Yorkers safe and enjoy the festivity. And I want to just a special note, as you're aware, 2026 is the 250th anniversary of this great country. And I'm hearing that the Times Square Alliance is looking to do a second ball drop. We're excited about that. I think that this is an excellent idea. I hope the incoming administration will warmly welcome that. Anytime we can have more tourism and more money, we should look forward to it. And so as I finish my term, I want to share with New York, it has been an honor to serve and a great responsibility to look after the safety and well-being of so many New Yorkers and visitors. Thank you for this incredible honor. From patrolman to mayor, I am humbled to have served this city, and I wish everyone a healthy 2026. Jim?
Thank you, Mayor. Dress warmly, warmer than we are all dressed right now. So the hundreds of thousands of onlookers we expect to pack this square tomorrow night will be able to do so because of the thousands of city employees who will be on the clock serving their fellow New Yorkers. So I want to say thank you from everyone at the NYPD, FDNY, DSNY, DOT, CECM, and all the other city agencies sacrificing their New Year's to give so many such a wonderful experience. As the mayor said, we simply would not be able to celebrate the New Year the same way if it weren't for our brave men and women in blue. We're still one day away from the end of the quarter, the end of the year, but come tomorrow, New York's finest will have helped us bring crime down for 8 straight quarters since January 2024. To speak more about the work our police department is doing to keep you safe tomorrow night, I'd like to welcome General NYPD Commissioner Tish to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Tomorrow, Times Square will begin to welcome more than 1 million visitors from around the world as we say goodbye to 2025 and we usher in 2026. New Year's Eve in Times Square is one of the largest and the most complex public safety operations anywhere in the world, and one the NYPD has secured successfully for decades. For the past year, we've been working closely with the Times Square Alliance and our partners across city, state, and federal government. At this time, there are no known specific credible threats to the New Year's Eve celebration in Times Square. As always, the men and women of the NYPD will be out there keeping everyone safe. The public should expect to see thousands of NYPD officers deployed throughout Times Square and the surrounding area. That includes officers from our specialized units, including Emergency Service Unit, K-9, the Bomb Squad, heavy weapons teams, and our harbor teams. Our helicopters and our drones will also be deployed during the day to provide comprehensive coverage in real time. We will also deploy dedicated pickpocket teams, hotel response teams, and additional uniformed patrols to address quality of life and public safety concerns. There will be assets that you will see and others that you will not see. The Joint Operations Center will be fully activated with all of our city, state, and federal partners, and personnel there will be actively monitoring fixed and mobile cameras. Intelligence teams will also be monitoring social media for potential threats, and response units will be deployed citywide to investigate any reports in real time. Street closures will begin early tomorrow morning and will expand throughout the day. Beginning at 4 a.m. tomorrow, 7th Avenue will close to vehicular traffic between 42nd and 48th Streets, along with side streets between 43rd and 48th Streets from 6th to 8th Avenues. At approximately 11 a.m., 7th Avenue and Broadway will close to vehicular traffic from 38th to 59th Streets. By approximately 4 p.m., 6th and 8th Avenues within the event area will close to both pedestrian and vehicle traffic, with pedestrian crossings at 41st, 44th, 47th, 50th, 54th, and 57th Streets. We strongly encourage anyone traveling to Manhattan to use public transportation tomorrow. Concrete barriers and blocker vehicles and frozen safety lanes will be established to protect the perimeter of the area. Manholes, mailboxes, and trash receptacles within the frozen zone will be either secured or removed. Viewing areas will officially open at 3 p.m. with pedestrian entry points at 45th, 49th, 52nd and 56th Streets from both 6th and 8th Avenues, and will close street by street as those pens reach capacity. Spectators should expect to be screened by counterterrorism officers at these access points, and once inside a viewing area, there will be no re-entry and they may be subject to re-screening. Spectators staying at hotels within the secured area will be required to remain within their assigned viewing pens. Certain items will not be permitted in viewing areas, including backpacks, large bags, large coolers, picnic blankets, chairs, alcohol, drones, laser pens, umbrellas, and any other large items that can obstruct a spectator's view. On behalf of the men and women of the New York City Police Department, I want to thank our partners at the Times Square Alliance, along with our colleagues across city, state, and federal agencies for their continued collaboration. And most importantly, I want to thank the women and men of the NYPD who will be working through the night to ensure that this celebration remains safe. We look forward to another secure and successful New Year's Eve in Times Square. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Finally, I want to introduce a great partner and friend of our administration over the last 4 years, the man who ensures an average of 80 million visitors can enjoy Times Square every year, and that millions around the globe can enjoy the ball drop on television, the president of the Times Square Alliance, Tom Harris.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor, Commissioner Tisch, Mayor Adams. Tomorrow night, the world will turn to Times Square, and there is no one who can do an event better than the men and women of the New York City Police Department who work tirelessly throughout the year to keep Times Square safe. I want to take this opportunity to thank Mayor Adams. 4 years ago, when the mayor took office, crime was 20% higher than it is today. There's a 20% reduction in crime. 250 plus new businesses have opened up. All 13 of our unlicensed weed stores have been closed down by this administration. People are moving to Times Square. They actually want to live here thanks to the city that he has created. The hotels are doing great. Broadway has never been better. And people listen to him and spent money. Visa spending has never been higher. So thank you very much, Mayor Adams. for New Year's, as we look forward to the future, we know that our city is going to do great thanks to all of the folks who care so much, thanks to the legacy of Mayor Adams. Tomorrow night is going to be a great night in Times Square where the whole world will see how fantastic this city is. Thank you very much.
Okay, everyone, we're going to do some on-topic questions about Times Square and security. Times Square and security. Tom?
Each year around this time, we see these federal threat assessments. They come out and talk about this event and New Year's. Just wondering if there's anything you've seen for the ISIS plus constructed this year, or what you've seen globally that you're doing for this particular event to stop any sort of threat or attack.
Thank you. So, as the mayor mentioned, we've been existing in a heightened threat environment for the last 2.5 years, and each year our plan incorporates lessons learned from overseas, from events elsewhere. And this year you're going to have augmented personnel to fortify the perimeter around the event and to minimize crowding around access points and make sure that, as every year, this is a safe, happy, and healthy event.
How are you?
So I want to talk about the language, no credible threat, right? That's language that we adopted after 9/11, and it's been, over 20 years since then. Considering the lone wolf dynamic and whether or not if there was a credible threat, if the public would be alerted, can we talk about what weight that phrase carries now, if any, because of how the terrorist threat has really evolved since that language was adopted after 9/11?
Well, we saw, and I'm going to let the commissioner or the deputy commissioner speak, and you drop your gloves. We saw several years ago, we had a lone wolf with a machete that attacked police officers, and I thought that the way the officers deployed, they maintained their postures on the locations where they were supposed to be, and at the same time, we got necessary personnel there to bring this person under control without additional injuries or loss of life. So we know there's a constant evolution without the known threats. We are well aware that we have to remain vigilant, and that's what these officers, they know what needs to be done. But Commissioner Rebecca.
Yeah, so we get threats and leads into our intelligence center all the time. And so what that phrase means is that we do not have right now any specific credible threats against Times Square New Year's Eve celebration this year.
Yeah. But I guess the question was, I'm sorry.
Yeah, how are you?
You're a technology guy. So you're a technology guy. So what technology is going to advance safety and security for this?
Well, I think the commissioner alluded to some of it. Don't underestimate the power of drones. And this administration, we have really incorporated drones into our public safety apparatus on so many levels. But being able to police on the ground and in the sky is just an amazing contribution. And there's some other technology that, we just don't want to tip our hands, but we're using technology to keep New Yorkers safe, and I think it's going to continue to evolve.
Follow up. You started it all. You started your administration here.
Yes.
How does it feel to be back here?
Great. When I started it 4 years ago, no one knew of this woman named Dorothy Mae Adams that raised the mayor of the city of New York. And being able to hold my mother's picture up so the entire globe can see that mothers across the globe sacrificed so much. And so mommy is not the mayor, but she made a mayor. And so it feels good, full circle. And listen, it has been a blast. I'm looking forward to a single malt scotch and a cigar.
You talk about the specific numbers. Are there any addition this year in terms of police officers and all the?
Yeah, our detail this year for the Times Square New Year's Eve celebration is bigger than last year's. and you're going to see more officers in two main places. First is at the access points to the event on 6th and 8th Avenue, so we can expedite entry or exit from the bow tie area. And the second is we are going to be doing secondary screening this year of people inside pens. So we will have mobile screening teams walking around the pens, and if we see anything that looks suspicious, we will have teams in place to do appropriate screening. That's a new addition this year as well. We never tell you the exact numbers, but rest assured, the entirety of the New York City Police Department is going to be working between December 31st and January 1st. This is the biggest event of the year.
CBS News. Can you give us some context for that additional screening? Has that additional screening been done in recent years? Why now?
No, the secondary screening is something that is net new this year, and it is based on, we study what goes on around the world, so it's based on what we've learned over the past year and what we've seen throughout the world in the terrorism space.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Commissioner Weicker,
say they are going to have everybody on hand for tonight, as we're expecting so many people to head out to New York City for that ball drop taking place. And so, again, if you are one of our Hampton Roads folks here in Virginia who have made the way up, they say you can expect to be safe there, that they're going to have every officer in the city working between some point of today, the 31st, and then tomorrow, the 1st, for this New Year's Eve celebration. But hey, if you are in the 757 and you're choosing to go out here locally, something you should know that we always want to continue to remind folks, is there's so many things for you to get into, is that you should not drive while drunk, okay? You definitely want to be a sober driver, and if you need help with that, there are some resources for you that are made available through the 757 Sober Ride. I'll go ahead and bring this information up for us right now. Okay, so here we go. If you are going to be heading out, this is information that has been released for those who are going to be in the Hampton Roads area going out tonight, is that, you have access to a code through DriveSafeHR.org. You see there /757 Sober Ride. That will allow for people to get a discount on their rides up to $15. Okay, so here's how you can do this. If you are one of the people who might think you could benefit, or maybe a friend could benefit from this, this is in a collaboration with Lyft. Okay, so if you're 21 and older and you are going to be celebrating with alcohol, legally, or legal or illegal drugs may take an advantage on this ride as well. Again, you can download the Lyft app on your cell phone. You can go to www.drivesafehr.org /757-sober-ride to get the 757 Sober Ride promo code. Okay, it will be posted at 5 p.m. today. So it is not available yet. It'll be posted at 5 p.m. today. Let me change my audio here so there's no background. It'll be posted at 5 p.m. today. And you can then enter that promo code in the app's payment tab under the Add Lyft Pass option. And there you will receive a ride, and a discounted ride up to $15. Now, the code will only work during certain times for rides originating from or within a distance in Hampton Roads. Okay, so that's something you want to make sure. This is for all cities in Hampton Roads Southside and Peninsula coverage areas also. The times that I'm talking of are from 5 p.m. today through 4 a.m. tomorrow. So you can use this code from 5 a.m. today until 4 a.m. tomorrow. We're definitely taking some time and keeping this up again, because what we don't want to do is on the back end have to report on an abundance of crashes and hopefully not worse, injuries and fatalities. We have some data here from the Virginia DMV Highway Safety Office that said between 6 p.m. on New Year's Eve last year through January 1st, New Year's Day of this year, so a year from ago, there were 42 alcohol-related crashes that resulted in 27 injuries and 2 deaths across the Commonwealth. We don't want to report that. We don't want to experience that. And I'm sure there are many families who are feeling the pain of losing their loved ones this time of year because of what took place last year. And so, we want to make sure that those numbers are either non-existent or certainly down this year. But that is the whole goal, is that if you're going to go out, you can have fun, but have fun safely. Again, this is the information for you. If you are looking to be a part of the 757 Sober Ride or take part in it, again, that's that $15 discount for those who are going out and having a good time, and it involves some form of alcohol or drugs. That's something that you do not want to do and drive. So this is a way through Drive Safe Hampton Roads to get people to have a better way to get home. Okay, so that is what we are looking at now. Let's see if we can take a live look here over some cameras. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get something set up for us. I'll bring me back into the fold here, because we do have some great events that are happening tonight. A few weeks ago, we had the events director for Nauticus Waterside District, telling us about some a great opportunity to party with them tonight at Waterside, and some of the things that they're going to be doing. And you can get live music. There's going to be, I believe, dancing, some opportunities at the end at midnight, some balloons that'll be in the air there at Waterside that will pop, and then you can get different gifts. I believe there'll be money and those kind of things that'll be coming out of it. So a really good opportunity for those who want to go out and have a good time there. There's also an event taking place, Nauticus, right now, about to kick off at noon. I'm trying to see if we can get our reporter to come up on and tell us a little bit about it before she has her live hits. If we can take her, we certainly will for sure get Jordy Clark in on the mix. Let's see if I can get the Weston cam. But of course, we still also have coming in tonight, as we take a look there over Virginia Beach, that we do have a great opportunity in Town Center, Virginia Beach tonight. The last night on the town, where we have our very own Marta Berglund, who is going to be the MC for that event. Okay, and so it's a great opportunity to ring in the new year. Again, Marta's going to be out there. The band Perry is going to be the special performers who are going to be there too. And again, that starts at 6 o'clock. And if you have not spent time with Marta B, she is certainly a good time to be around, and it'll be good for those who have not seen her either in person or haven't seen her in a situation outside of being on TV, on the news, and in her traffic reports. It'll be a good opportunity for you to be able to see her in her element as well. So it should be a really good time there. Again, Town Center, the last night on the town, kicking off at 6 o'clock as we ring in this new year for 2026. Cannot believe that we are already in 2026. As I'm looking around at the various cameras here, let's see if I'll get a shot here up of Nauticus. looking outside at the moment and see here what it looks like. For those who are heading there now too, are going to be within the general area. Let's get a look there. This is in Nauticus in Norfolk. Like I said, I don't know if we'll be able to get Jordy. I was hoping we might try to, but if we cannot, it is okay. As we get closer and closer here to midnight, to noon. I'm already thinking ahead to New Year's Eve. As we get closer and closer to noon here, and our broadcast, our stream here will be ending in just a few moments at noon as we get ready for the noon show. But I hope you've enjoyed so far as we've gone around the country here and around the world as well, showing you some of the preps and the celebrations that are taking place for New Year's Eve. And we've had celebrations in Hong Kong. We've shown celebrations in Taipei, Taiwan. We are waiting for some celebrations to take place in India starting at 1:30 and in Pakistan at 2. But right now, what I can show you, as you can get a look for yourself, here is a look at Bangkok, Thailand right now as they are underway for their New Year's Eve celebrations, getting ready there as you're taking a live look at some of the shows that they're putting together in the moment. Again, something that is so special to me about New Year's Eve is the fact that there are people across the globe that are all celebrating and working through this at the same time. And it is so cool to see. Hold on one second, because I think we may have Jordy here. Let's see if I have her for a quick second, because I don't think we'll have her long if we do. All right, I said that I had Jordy Clark here available for us. Just real quick, Jordy, because I know you got to do the noon. Hopefully you can hear me right now. But I know we are looking at these celebrations. You're in Nauticus. What is going on there? I don't know if she can quite hear me just yet, but I know Jordy is out there at the moment. I don't think she can hear me, but if I showed her again, she is out there at Nauticus. You can just see the crowds that she had at the moment. And so if I remember correctly from her telling me, they're going to have some form of indoor snowball fight that is taking place there. And they are going to be live during the noon. I don't know how much time we have. I'm trying to see if we can get her real quick before we trail out. But
Eugene was trying to take me live for his stream, but
out into the noon. I'm watching and monitoring her, everybody, at the moment. So I don't think we're going to get her
right after the live shot.
Audio at the moment, but it's okay because if you do want to see her, all you have to do is tune in for 13 News Now at noon,
the live look,
where we will be able to see it. I think I can go ahead and take her shot. This is a look inside before they take it down. Inside of Nauticus there, where you can see they are ready to celebrate inside a bunch of families. And look how beautiful it looks. And this is right there in Norfolk. If you have the time and want to participate, you have only a few moments to get there. But I do think they're going to be doing this for some time here. Again, Jordy will have more of the details on 13 News Now at noon, as well as several other of our teammates here with 13 News Now who are out and about preparing for the celebrations as well as some of your local news that is taking place here. But I think with that, it's a good stopping point to go ahead and transition on out. I want to say thank you to everybody who joined us here for this stream here on 13 News Now Plus, whether you are watching via the app or you are watching on YouTube. And for those who are we won't see either in our next stream from 1 to 3 or any of our other broadcasts today, I want to wish you a great new year and a wonderful entry into 2026. May all of your dreams come true. Thank you so much for joining us here this year on 13 News Now Plus in the starting months of our stream here with Live Impact News. So much more to go and so much more to grow as well. For now, thank you. I'm Eugene Daniel. I'll be back here from 1 until 3. We'll be talking about some resolutions, including fitness goals and how you can maintain them. Got some special guests who will be coming into the stream at that time. But next, we have 13 News Now at noon. We'll see you at 1 o'clock.